on pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's not a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet, if it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You can roll with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, I wanna be gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go over to the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claims to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space, with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes, faster than the speeding bullet. Don't play with it, baby. So what you gon' do? Stop playing with it, baby. Don't play with it, baby. You built like that. Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That's the reason we ball for.
Now it's Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
Carson on the carry.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Pitt. They nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now 3rd and 8.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Samson Ebukam racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Touchdown, defense.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They'll run on first down with Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
after the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
Now a run with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 30-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They run it with Carson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
At the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks.
At the 34-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Out of the Wildcat.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
He got 29 yards that time. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. This is Carson, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try to run with Carson, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Nice play, man. Whoa.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Wilson, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Rams 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play G. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, he'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Rams set to receive the second-half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Wilson
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
People got the popcorn, got the remote.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This went into the hands of Metcalf. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him the first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
Taken down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Again, Wilson. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Wilson will throw again. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
Gain of 15.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 5-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll give him a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked
picked off around the 27. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
They'll look to run with Akers.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
They'll run again with Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Going right back to Akers.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, Everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Seahawks, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to get back as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL Audio.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South South Street Tree and shout classy. Really wanna be my only one, but I need somebody to hold on to the second one. Baby, really wanna be my only one, but I need somebody to hold on to the second one.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, cause I ain't like it, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, ay, yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.